What does the West Philippine Sea truly mean for us? It's not just a matter of geography, it's about our sovereignty and national pride. We must understand what we are fighting for, why, and how. As Filipinos, we can contribute to this battle. In this video, we will explain the issue to help our people know the importance of the West Philippine Sea to the life of every Filipino and understand the need to unite in safeguarding our nation's future. The West Philippine Sea is part of the South China Sea, where China claims almost 90% of the area. This region is rich in marine biodiversity, oil deposits, and natural gas, which serve as a source of livelihood to many Filipinos. The South China Sea is a major trade artery and one of the most important trade routes in the world, with 21% of global trade valued at $3.37 trillion passing through it every year. On its own, China claims to have indisputable sovereignty and is using economic and military power to forcibly impose its will over other claimant nations. In contrast, the Philippines pursues its rights through diplomatic means and transparency initiatives, a strategic approach aimed to show our strong and firm resolve to assert our sovereign rights and jurisdiction based on international law. This initiative therefore involves sharing of information openly to let the whole world know what is happening in the West Philippine Sea. This transparency is intended to foster awareness, develop resilience, and optimize engagement with relevant stakeholders for rules-based international order to prevail. So, how did the conflict begin? In 1947, the Republic of China released a map titled Position of the South China Sea Islands, showing an 11-dash line around a group of islands in South China Sea, which China claimed to own. This declaration was met with strong oppositions from several Southeast Asian nations. In 1995, China seized Mischief Reef, located 125 nautical miles from Palawan. Initially, China claimed that the construction it was undertaking at the Mischief Reef were facilities that would provide fishermen with temporary shelters during bad weather conditions. Years later, China undertook a massive reclamation program, building one of China's largest fully militarized artificial islands, which is equipped with anti-ship and anti-aircraft missile systems, laser and jamming equipment, and fighter jets. In response to China's actions, the Philippines grounded the BRP Sierra Madre at Ayungin Shoal in 1999 to prevent China's occupation of other maritime features within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone. The ship remains a commissioned vessel, and regular resupply missions are conducted to maintain it. In 2012, a standoff occurred at the Scarborough Shoal between Philippine and Chinese vessels. The standoff started when Philippine authorities were about to apprehend Chinese fishermen involved in illegal fishing and harvesting of giant clams and other endangered species. The Chinese Navy intervened, resulting to the standoff. In an effort to ease the tension, the Philippines eventually withdrew its vessels from the area. China did not return the favor. Instead, it took advantage of this move to permanently occupy the shoal. Because of this incident, the Philippines took a bold step by filing an arbitration case against China in 2013, challenging its actions in the South China Sea under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. Despite China's refusal to participate, the tribunal proceeded in hearing the petition and ruled in favor of the Philippines in 2016, issuing 6 important points in support to the Philippine position. First, the 9-dash line is illegal and has no basis in international law. Second, the high tide features of the Spratly Islands and Scarborough Shoal are not islands entitled to an EEZ and continental shelf. Third, China violated the sovereign rights of the Philippines in its EEZ and continental shelf. Fourth, China violated the traditional fishing rights of Filipinos at Scarborough Shoal. Fifth, China destroyed the marine environment of the South China Sea because of its artificial island building and the harvesting of endangered species. And sixth, the dangerous maneuvers of Chinese vessels against Philippine vessels at the Scarborough Shoal violated UNCLOS. China rejected the arbitral award, which several countries considered to be legal and binding, with complete disregard to the ruling and to international conventions on maritime safety. China has escalated its illegal, coercive, aggressive, and deceptive actions in the West Philippine Sea, which include dangerous maneuvers, use of water cannons and blinding lasers, ramming, installation of floating barriers to prevent our fishermen from entering the shoal, and acts of disinformation. In defending our sovereignty, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has emphasized that no part of the Philippines will be yielded to any foreign power while maintaining friendly relations globally.
We continuously try to find ways to de-escalate tensions in contested areas with our counterparts without compromising our position and our principles. I know that our neighbors too are doing their best to make this work. The Philippines cannot yield. The Philippines cannot waver.
Our stand is guided by the theme, our seas, our rights, our future, emphasizing the importance of our maritime claims and their impact on national security and development. The historical and geographical claims of the Philippines over the South China Sea are well documented, including the 1734 map by Jesuit priest Jose Maria Velarde, which was submitted to the Permanent Court of Arbitration, supporting our position and resulting to the favorable ruling.
This map is the first map to give a name to Scarborough, and that name is Panakot. There is no older map from China or from Vietnam or from any other country showing that Scarborough Shoal belongs to them, or Scarborough Shoal is their territory. We have the oldest map.
The West Philippine Sea is carved based on the provisions of the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea and domestic laws. UNCLOS bestow upon coastal states their exclusive economic zones, extending up to 200 nautical miles from its shore. Our rights is further solidified by the 2016 Arbitral Award and statements of support by other nations.
Sinabi ng tribunal na definitely sa Pilipinas yan. At pinakamahalaga dyan actually yung petroleum resources sa Reed Bank. Malinaw yung deklarasyon din ng tribunal na yung Reed Bank ay parte ng jurisdiction, pag-aari bale ng Pilipinas.
The West Philippine Sea is crucial to the economic development of the country. In 2017, its marine ecosystem, including the continental shelf, was valued at about $1.5 trillion. The West Philippine Sea makes up 40% of the Philippines' maritime area, showing its significant role in the country's waters. It supports the livelihoods of over 318,000 Filipino fisherfolk. In 2022, the West Philippine Sea produced 1.16 million metric tons of fish, valued at $950 million. Studies conducted revealed the huge deposit of oil and natural gas in the West Philippine Sea. These numbers highlight the WPS's vital importance to the Philippine economy and food security of the present and future generations.
Relatively speaking, talagang pag dumami yung supply natin, bababa yung presyo, di ba? Supply and demand yun. Kaya nga, kailangan yung supply na nangyagaling sa West Philippine Sea, hindi makulang,
The armed forces of the Philippines and other uniformed services of the country continue to develop its capabilities to defend the nation's sovereignty and territorial integrity.
In terms of territorial defense, we presented to the President our updated plan for our territorial defense Bantay Kalayaan. Nakita niya na very holistic yung ating approach. Hindi lang po kasi tayo nakatingin sa labas ng ating bansa, pero nakatingin din po tayo sa loob.
The country and the armed forces of the Philippines derive its strength from the unity of the Filipino people. Together, we will stand strong in promoting our national interests and in defending what rightfully belongs to the Filipino people.
Ang West Philippine Sea ay hindi katang-isip natin lamang. Ito ay atin. At ito ay mananatiling atin hanggat nag-aalab ang diwa ng ating minamahal na bansang Pilipinas.
Isang pasiwaan ng pag-ibig, nakahanda Bago dahil sa ito ay kinakailangan tayo na magtulong-tulong, napaunlarin ang mahal nating bayan. Panahon na magbabago at ayos ang mga dapat ayusin. Bawat mamamayan dito sa atin, ng pagbabago patungo sa pag-asenso, magsikap ng mabuti at nang guminhawa tayo. Malaki natin sa mundo at ipamalas ang bagong Pilipino at bagong Pilipinas. Bago dahil sa ito ay kinakailangan tayo na magtulong-tulong na paunlarin ang mahal nating bayan. Panahon na magbabago at ayos ang mga dapat ayusin. Dapat lang maging tungkulin ng bawat mamamayan dito sa atin. Ng pagbabago patungo sa pag-asenso, magsikap ng mabuti at nang guminhawa tayo. Malaki natin sa mundo at ipamalas ang bagong Pilipino at bagong Pilipinas.
pagbabago. Dahil sa ito ay kinakailangan tayo na magtulong-tulong. Napaunlarin ang mahal nating bayan.
Panahon na magbabago at ayos ang mga dapat ayusin. Dapat lang maging tungkulin ng bawat mamamayan dito sa atin.
Ng pagbabago patungo sa pag-asenso, magsikap ng mabuti at nang guminhawa tayo. Malaki natin sa mundo at ipamalas ang bagong Pilipino at bagong Pilipinas. Kagandahan at talento, makipagpaligsahan kahit anong oras. Bagong Pilipino at bagong Pilipinas. Pagbabago, ay natin ay gawing maaliwalas. Langit magandang bukas, bunga ng bagong Pilipinas. Panahon na.
Pagsiwaan ng pag-ibig, nakahanda at kapit-isig sa paghahatid ng serbisyo sa mga nangangailangan nito. Sa mahusay na administrasyon, ang mandato'y mabisang kinukul upang ayaw ang tubig ng bayan magawit sa maayos na paraan. Tuloy ang daloy, tuloy ang daloy para sa bayanihan. Tuloy ang daloy, tuloy ang daloy para sa bayan. Misyong pang-agrikultura, pagtuwang ng magsasaka, itaas ang ani at kita, mamunlad ang aking bansa. Sa pagpaplano at sa pagtatayo ng mga proyektong pang-irigasyon, sangkapay magkakapong disenyo upang marami sa mahabang
pagbabago. Dahil sa ito ay kinakailangan tayo na magtulong-tulong. Napaunlarin ang mahal nating bayan.
Panahon na magbabago at ayos ang mga dapat ayusin. Dapat lang maging tungkulin ng bawat mamamayan dito sa atin.
Ng pagbabago patungo sa pag-asenso, magsikap ng mabuti at nang guminhawa tayo. Malaki natin sa mundo at ipamalas ang bagong Pilipino at bagong Pilipinas.
Magbabago at muna sa kahit
pagbabago. Dahil sa ito ay kinakailangan tayo na magtulong-tulong, napaunlarin ang mahal nating bayan.
Panahon na magbabago at iayos ang mga dapat ayusin. Dapat lang maging tungkulin ng bawat mamamayan dito sa atin.
Ng pagbabago patungo sa pag-asenso, magsikap ng mabuti at nang guminhawa tayo. Malaki natin sa mundo at ipamalas ang bagong Pilipino at bagong Pilipinas. pagbabago. Dahil sa ito ay kinakailangan tayo na magtulong-tulong. Napaunlarin ang mahal nating bayan.
Panahon na magbabago at ayos ang mga dapat ayusin. Dapat lang maging tungkulin ng bawat mamamayan dito sa atin.
Ng pagbabago patungo sa pag-asenso, magsikap ng mabuti at nang guminhawa tayo. Malaki natin sa mundo at ipamalas ang bagong Pilipino at bagong Pilipinas. Ang pagbabago ng Pilipino ginong sarili natin at nawala na ugali sa ikasabi ng natin.
Sa kahit anong larangan, ang tagumpay ay karangalan. Alay o ihandog natin sa bayan.
Ang ulit ng napatunayan ng Pilipino, ang husay at lakas, kagandahan at talento. Makipagpaligsahan kahit anong oras, ang bagong Pilipino at bagong Pilipinas.
Nakahanda at kapilisig sa paghahatid ng serbisyo sa mga nangangailangan nito. Sa mahusay na administrasyon, ang mandato'y mabisang kinukul upang ayaw ang tubig ng bayan magawag sa maayos na paraan. Tuloy ang bagoy para sa Panahon na ng pagbabago, dahil sa ito ay kinakailangan. Tayo na magtulong-tulong na maunlarin ang mahal natin.
Panahon na ng pagbabago, dahil sa ito ay kinakailangan. Tayo na magtulong-tulong na paunlarin ang mahal nating bayan.
Panahon na magbabago, at ayos ang mga dapat ayusin. Dapat lang maging tungkulin ng bawat mamamayan dito sa atin.
Ng pagbabago patungo sa pag-asenso, magsikap ng mabuti at nang guminhawa tayo. Malaki natin sa mundo at ipamalas ang bagong Pilipino at bagong Pilipinas.
Panahon na ng pagbabago, ang pilitin natin ang sariling atin at nawala na ugali, dahil sa iba sa atin ang natin. Bye.